Alright, so in this Blender tutorial, we are going to figure out how to make a computer. The first step you want to do is you want to select everything by hitting A, then hit Shift X and delete. You have cleared your scene here, now we're ready to go. You want to add a cube, hit S, and then X to scale it on the X axis. Then hit S and Y to scale it on the Y axis. It looks a little fat for being the keyboard of a computer, so we're going to scale it down on the Z axis by hitting S and Z. And now we have a little template for our keypad. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a cube. Again, hold on, I have some problems here. Going to add a cube again, bring this up and bring this over, and this will be our screen. We're probably not going to be working on the screen in this episode. We're mostly going to be working on the we're probably not going to be working on the screen this episode. We're going to be working on the keyboard. The screen's a little more complicated. But first, with the keyboard, what you want to do is hit tab to go into edit mode, and then into line mode, which is right here. Now what you want to do is go over to your side. If you don't have this, you should be able to hit T and it'll come up. So take this, go to loop, cut and slide, and create one. Now you want to increase this to however many you'd think would be good. I'm going to go with 12 so that we have enough for all the keys. And then we're going to add another one down like this to create the vertical cuts. So far, I'd say this is doing pretty well. I'm going to go with 10 on that. Ooh, sorry. I'm going to go 10 on that. So, next thing we're going to do, we're going to hit C to bring up this. Then we're going to select, oh wait, nope, hold on, wait. We're going to go into Faces mode, then hit C and select all this. We're going to move this section down, so make sure all these are selected. You know if it's selected by the orange color it is. Right, select these over here, up here. Oh. If you select any other ones that you don't want to select, hit C and then hit Shift and left click, and you can deselect. See, I just accidentally deselected them. This is what we're going to do. We're going to move this down now. Actually, that's not right. We're going to hit E to extrude, then we're going to hit this and go down to make our little base. So that's the little well that the keys will sit in. Then we want to go into line mode and hit shift right click to select specific lines. And make sure you hold shift and right click or else it won't work. Select all these lines here that you want. And make sure that they're all selected or else this will look really wonky and weird. Then hit Control B to bevel it, which basically means create a sort of area like that, and then we can move that down to give it kind of some depth. So we can go out of edit mode, you can kind of see how it's got that depth to it. That's what we're looking for. Now we're going to start creating the keys. So let's go back into Faces mode and select these 3 here. Actually, let's select these 5 here. And just move it, and then just extrude it and move it up a little bit. That will be our space bar. Looks okay, I'd say so. Then we are going to just start moving around these keys. This is relatively easy if you want to do this. Wait, I just remembered. You don't want to do this like this, alright? You want to bring them down a little bit and you want to scale them in so it makes it look like a key. That way it's on the little surface right there. See how it bends? That's what you want. Make sure to do that part or else it'll probably not look good. Then we can start adding keys if you want. So just select each cube, extrude to about the height you want it to be, and then scale it down to make the key. I'm probably going to add a time lapse, so this isn't the whole process, and you'll get to see the final result. Alright, so we got the basic keys down, and I think that's what we're going to do for the episode today. One other thing you might want to do is go here to the bottom and select these lines and do the same thing you do with the top, the bevel. It will make it look a little bit better if you go up here and do that. And just select all these, then use Control B to bevel them. An easier way to do this might be using this. You can just click, but you have to exit out of it every time you want to move. But see, that's the problem. You can do that, but you can control the size of this with the scroll wheel. See if you selected a little bit there, we'll just deselect those. I'm not going to do the back. Alright, so we got this, and then we're going to hit Control B, and then bevel them in a little bit. Then we're going to bring that up a little bit. No. Bring those up a little bit. Make that kind of thing right there. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, I'd say the keyboard's mostly done. Still need to do some obvious fine touches here, like they're all just the same size key. That could use some fixing. And then after that, we'll start talking about the texture for it. And then after we get done with the keyboard, we'll be able to do the monitor. So, yeah, that was my Blender tutorial for making this cute little keyboard here. It's not over though. We'll have more tutorials later on. This was the first one though.